Welcome to the Sima AI guide to success. Hopefully, this will go well, and I won't get any crashes, or my AI won't get corrupt. So let's talk about Sima AI with his angry freaking face. Just look at him, he's so angry. He's got 25% more ammo for all units, 10 morale when defending, which is always nice. Specialized Reformation, which we'll get into later. High Reformation increases trader influence, reduces corruption, increases research speed. I'm gonna talk about how you get it later. And he's got Infantry of Ying, which are amazing for their cost. They are about as good as Heavy Spear Guard, maybe even better. If you consider like everything, they might be better than Heavy Spear Guard, but they're a lot cheaper. Infantry of Ying is really great AP, I believe. It's got like base 38 ammo plus 25% from Sima AI, and then even more ammo from the Mind alignment. Noble characters, of course, Hong Fung Song. I got it right, yes. China needs a regent. Screw the intro. I know I shall do what must be done. The intro done. Oops. Whoops. Whoopsie. Happens to all of us. I was just checking Discord. And it was not on my other screen. Because, you know, you gotta do something. So yeah. Let's throw this away. And I cannot talk about the starting position. Because, yeah, you cannot talk about the starting position without having the starting position open. You know, without showing the position. You know what I mean? Screen? Yeah, you know, it kind of takes long. I don't know, yeah. When I start it up, it takes a bit longer than normal. I hope it isn't gonna be this long. Usually I'm done by like 1 or 2. Hopefully that will be the case for most of these videos. Most of these parts, I'll probably be making half an hour to an hour parts. If I can upload an hour part, I don't know yet. It's my first video, right? It's gotten some slack. I already tried this video like 4 times, so fourth time a charm. So yeah, let's talk about Sima AI in a starting mission. So he's got this starting mission. If you look at this, he starts in the middle of everything. Yet he only has one prince around him, really, who is his friend. Yes, there is one prince here, and a prince here, and a prince here, and a prince here, and a prince here. But he kind of starts isolated from princes, which is good, because if you have competition from princes, you will likely face really tough opponents. Well, Sima Liang is your friend. Yeah. So let's talk about his starting buildings. He's got this building. He's got this building, which is going to be commerce focused. As you can see, all of his income is from commerce. What we'll do is we'll assign this character to increase the amount of income we get. We've got a couple of different court assignments. We've got her, which is +1 satisfaction, +10 character experience. But you might think, well, wait, when did you put in Han Fung Song? You give +1 satisfaction and all of these other buffs. Well, I want Mind alignment, and I want Hong Kong Song for the administration position. Which characters are good? Ooh, this is quite high as a character, which is nice. I generally don't like authority characters, but you know, I guess I have some really good traits. So I will think about it. This guy, not bad, not great either. This is not a bad trait. This is like a pretty good trait to get, but not for a champion. So yeah. So why is commerce income pretty good? Industry income can get pretty high because the individual buildings produce a lot of income. It's not the commerce, it's not the same with commerce and peasantry, but you only get a couple of increase. You get 25% increase and a 40% increase. The rest does not, like all the buildings have high base income, but you don't get many bonuses to commerce income. So let's talk about what commerce income, which has the most amount of buffs. You can see we get 150% income from commerce. As I just showed you, we got the private workshops, which heightens by another 190%. We've got labor camps. Oh no, not labor camps. We've got the inn, which is another 100%. We've got marketplaces, which is another 150%. And you can add, on top of that, another 75 or another 100. Just because, assignments. You can also add 40% if you have a strategist or a guy with, where's my core? No, not known factions. Core. Here we go, characters. With this trait, which is plus 10 character experience, this army, and plus 40% income from commerce, silk, and spice. So you can have over, for Sima AI specifically, you can have over 600 bonus for commerce. If we look at peasantry, it's 350, which is not good for max amount of population. We've got 100, so that's 450, and that's it. You don't get any more peasantry income bonuses, percentage-wise. While with commerce, you do. This does change if you play Sima Ying, who has an innate 50% income from peasantry bonus, which makes this building just amazing. Because peasantry can make a lot of money. It really can. Hopefully we will be prints in this episode. If we capture these things, you can get prints. Actually, you can pretty easily get prints. You just capture these, and if you get the right things. But let's talk about our mission. Oh, we don't have missions yet, do we? No. We'll get our missions next turn. If it's a night battle, which is enabled by Hong Kong Fan and also later by Sima AI. So let's first talk about his armor, because his main thing. Sima's AI armor gives 3 expertise, 22 resolve, so his resolve is absolutely insane, 160 resolve, and 5 melee attack rate. 55 armor base is reasonably high, not the highest, but 22 resolve will always pay that off, like always. You got a family spear and just a brown horse, which is nothing special. So let's fight this battle. So last time the AI really bugged out with the cavalry, which is nice, I guess. But I don't know if I can repeat that. The AI is struggling to control the cav. I hope so. So yeah. Sima AI wants to become regent, it seems, but no. He's gonna become emperor, whether he likes it or not. He probably does. Because we're gonna make the Jin Empire crumble. Gonna make them crumble. They will probably declare war against us as well, because we are big buddies with Sima Leong, which really means that, yeah, Sima Leong is the arch enemy of the Jin Empire, because they declared him a traitor to one other prince, and they killed him, or he was banished. I don't know anymore. Maybe he was killed, maybe he was banished. I'm not sure anymore, but something in those lines. He eventually got killed. Sima AI did eventually get killed as well. Of course. All of them died. It'd be very weird if they all didn't die. It would be very weird if none of them were dead. As you can see, we got some suspicious forest in here, but fortunately these bamboos. Oh, if you just stack them all in here? No. Apparently these guys are hidden, but I cannot get my other dudes to get hidden. Well, what do you do? You can't hide them. Hide them behind a rock, of course. This guy can be here as well because he doesn't have any archers. 2 spearmen, 2 archers, 2 axebands, and these guys. So Sima AI is gonna duel because this guy's unbreakable, and anytime you're pretty sure you can win a duel, it says when it says low, you want to kill him as fast as possible. It just really limits the amount of damage you can do after everyone is routed. Dueling is a great way to do that. This is a great way to do that. So Hong Fung Son has 50% ammo, 50% melee evasion, not ammo. He doesn't have a bow. You want to do a Hong Fung Son, we're gonna deny that duel. Because, why is making that weird of a noise? Because he does want to duel this guy. And we're gonna get our archers to just fire at these saber militia, not saber militia, mantled lancer militia. And now we can spring our trap with our axe bands. You can shift. If you don't know, if you press shift, you can draw a line, and then they will come. They'll follow that line. And as you can see, I'm gonna brace for impact for the cavalry. Which, how you do that is you just stand still. You press backspace. Oh. Apparently, I doesn't want me doing that. Oh, the axe bands. I'm gonna have to interrupt that cavalry for them because the axe bands are really weak against cavalry, but they're not that bad against other stuff. We're just gonna have to save these spearmen, these axe bands, I mean, from getting rear charged, which we do. As you can see, the minus 50 morale is quite high. In this game, it's quite high. I just gave him extra missile block chance because we can. We can rear charge these guys, and we can get those 2 militia. You can see axe bands really where they shine is just killing infantry. Where the G militia shine is almost everywhere. The cost, everywhere. Their effectiveness, they're just so effective. First of all, they've got charge defense, and in this particular, you've got cataphaxes, which you definitely want a lot of charge defense units. Just because, what? He charged my general, yet he still got his charge? What? That shouldn't happen. Stupid mountain militia. Now it took a lot of casualties. If he just charged my general like he was supposed to do, which he didn't because reasons. Like, I don't know why he didn't, but he just didn't. He didn't want to. I lost like 24 axe bands. Sad axe bands. Sad axe bands. Shouldn't matter, we've got some time to recruit and replenish. But, still. Still, those X bands were valuable. Viable. They're good warriors, you know. You can't replace a good warrior that fast. So yeah, it was weird that what the cavalry did was very weird. Like really darn weird what the cavalry actually did. They were supposed to charge my general, and my guys wouldn't have gotten hurt. I don't know if Hong Fung Song has charged reflect. You should have charged reflect. I know they do get charged reflect. I do know Sentinels definitely get charged. So we want to invest in infrastructure. That's what we want to. So let's talk about Reformation. So the first part is of course the worst part. The +2 might alignment, which is good and all. Not that good, but you know, it's a benefit. Minus 50% research rate, which is terrible. You need research rate in this game. You unlock all your good units, all your good buildings you unlock, particularly like the heavy cataphracts, the explosive archers you unlock through research, not through leveling up generals anymore. +4 noble support. You know, this guy kind of struggles with getting noble support, but minus 50% trade influence and plus 20% corruption is not worth that 4 noble support. Then conservative gives no benefits, no downsides. We go to progressive, it gives 30 prestige, which is nice and all. You get 20% research rate, 50% trade influence, minus 10% corruption, which is already quite good. Then we get Reformation decentralized. We get 75 prestige, 30% research rate, 100% trade influence, and minus 15% corruption. For this one, we get +1 mine, +1 spirit alignment, 150 prestige, 150 research rate, plus 150 trade influence, and plus minus 20% corruption. So you might look at corruption. Well, it's right now 0, but if this was like 10%, you might think we'll go to 0. No, it's 20% of the amount what you have. That's how minus corruption goes. So if you want to reduce all the corruption, you need minus 100% corruption, which is quite hard to get. Again, we're gonna wait until the night falls. So we're gonna fight a night battle. You want to do this almost every time, unless you've got reinforcements, like really important reinforcements. Just because it's really like minus 15 morale. That's like half of a Jing. Not a Jing. I mean, that's like half of a spare G militia unit. It's like half of their morale. And you also unlock fire arrows if you can fight night battles. You might think, why don't we have fire arrows? Well, there's Sima's army, and Sima AI does not have the ability yet, so he doesn't get fire arrows yet, but he will eventually. So this means that you give them minus like 10 morale when something nearest burning, minus 4 from being fired, minus 4 from being fired at, minus 4 from being fire arrowed at, minus 15 from night battles. If you just come in with a vanguard and do the roar of the beast, the minus 16 morale, almost every unit will run. Like almost every single unit will run. Unless you've got like the elitist of the elite guys. Almost any unit would just run from full HP if something near them burns, and you get you being shot at, damage being taken, minus 50 morale from night battles. This is really cost effective. just like really cost effective. So right here, we are gonna Fanga deploy or Axis or Guerrilla deploy. I should say. Fanga deploy. That's in all other Total War games. At least in most Total War games, it's Fanga deploy. But I can get around Guerrilla deployment. I can get along with. For some reason, in this update, I cannot drag my generals around, which is annoying. You kind of have to just do this. Usually you can do that, but right now you can't. So to do with Hong Kong Song, you just draw something like this, because there's going to be like a G militia here, somewhere here. That's what's annoying about the forest is once you lose enemies, once you lose sight, the enemy would just your units would just ignore all your orders. Like, as you saw right there, he ignored orders because he was getting attacked, and then the reaction is he attacks back. He doesn't want to move. That's why spam clicking, keep renewing that order is the best way to avoid that. To avoid just having your generals just walking, like pushing through units. As you see, it works the best. You can't rely on a single order. Let's hamstring all of these spearmen, all of these archers. I mean, just one ginormous hamstring. Just one hamstring, just hits all of them. Spoiler, it doesn't, but they all get hurt. To intercept this guy, and we want to get this guy as well. The archer is finished off essentially. We can get this guy here and get this guy here. No, throw it like this. So with axe band, as you can see, your charge bund's almost 100. That's quite high, honestly. So that charge will do quite a bit of damage. Their offensive stats are quite good. So again, we're gonna collapse on them because we got these archers, we got our generals charging these guys. Sima AI can hamstring them. We have to chase them with one unit at least, so they don't rally. The archers are broken. And there we go. We don't need to kill them all because, yeah, it would just lower the enemy garrison. It would just not be needed. As you can see, generals picking up quite a few kills. Axe bands doing quite good. I think I lost not that many. Archers doing quite well. Generals picking up a lot of kills. Almost archers. There's one guy remaining. That one guy got away. I should have killed him. Quite. We didn't lose many units, which is of course what you want. You want to, of course, lose as few units as you can. All of the time in this game. It's not like in Total War 2, where sometimes you want to lose a lot of units when you're playing like the Vampire Coast or the Vampire Counts or any other vampire faction, where you can actually summon amazing units from the amount of dead people that have been raised. So you can just raise an army of shit ton of zombies and get them all killed, and then a great battle will have appeared. One units lost is not bad. Occupy this. Turn the camera, and you might think, what will we do? We'll upgrade the tea house, which gives extra income. We'll upgrade this. We can't upgrade this. We need a small city, and that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna upgrade to a small city. Reason being, then we can get the marketplace, and that would just raise our income the most. It will also give us more reformation. So what you want to do with reformation, you want to have some regions that produce a lot of reformation through like marketplaces, schools, like marketplaces, schools, private workshops and stuff like that. So that's commerce. Alright, most of the commerce stuff gives you reformation. But when we look at industry, it takes away, right? So you've also got this assignment right here, restructure administration. It will say, what it will say is plus 50% for reformed infrastructure. So that means the ones that give bonuses. That means, for instance, the marketplace gives 1 reformation. If I upgrade it again, I don't know how the running works. So if I upgrade it again, it will give 2. If I give the assignment, it's plus 3. I will also remove any minus reformation. So what you want to be doing is you want to make certain commanders where you just receive a lot of reformation. Just an awful lot. You want to increase it by 50%. You want to not like micromanage your reformation in one single command. Either you gain a lot of reformation or you lose a lot of reformation in the single command. Otherwise, you are gonna be just all over the place. You're not gonna make an awful lot of money that way. Because if I want to be equal, I would have to build like, of course, plusing it is not that bad. But if I want to like minus it, I would have to place commerce buildings in this city. Well, I want a labor camp as well. As you can tell, that wouldn't really work. Or I want a land development. Like a land development or stuff like that. So, yeah. Yeah, so you can use that assignment to just balance out your reformation even more. You want to stay in the positive though, like you saw. You don't want to go to the nearest, to the left end, to the totally left end. You want to stay clear of that, because plus 20% corruption is quite a bit. It's not very nice. Sima AI leveled up. We're gonna go for flexibility. It gives another 8 resolve. We've got a broom handle. We don't have a concubine. Oh, that's too bad. I wanted a concubine. You can get concubines. Let's look at the character pool. This is just something I do almost every turn. Just because you can really miss some certain characters that are really good. Ooh, creative is quite a good trait. I'm gonna pick this guy up. He makes for a great administrator, I mean. Because he's got plus 12 expertise, minus 5% construction cost. Which is not gonna be anything near that what you want, but he's got most of these traits increase his expertise, which is good. Of course, expertise is not nearly as high as a legendary character, of course. This armor is kind of bad, but I guess we'll keep it. Like this armor, I'm gonna get rid of that armor. That armor is really bad for that character. You don't want to lower your expertise, dude. Put this Ranger's outfit on. Again, you don't want to lower your expertise of these guys. So right now we're gonna recruit, and we're gonna recruit some of these. Yep. Oh yeah, I forgot the trade agreement. Yes. I knew I forgot something. Doesn't really matter, but of course it would be nice if you thought of a turn 1 trade agreement. You want to trade with Yuan Chen because he's got the most resources. Negotiate deal. Request regular payments. Could probably scam out of some money. He probably accepts 79, right? No, not 790. Nope. 70, 75, 76. Again, just doing this to make some more money. You don't have to do this. I usually don't do this as well. But right now, because I forgot, I need to make some more money. Our G militia are going to be a bit more beat up, but it shouldn't really matter too much. It should not really matter too much. I am surprised. No, it usually happens on like turn 4. That he asks us for an alliance. For a coalition, not an alliance. It's just a coalition. You want to get on the border. I don't know why they didn't reach faction rank prince. They just forgot or something. So go to recruit. Right now I will show you the different stats between these units, between the infantry of Ying and heavy spear guards, which are. You might think, how does this work? You might 2 spear, like, how does this work? And at first I thought, like, what the hell is this even? Like, I can't make anything out of this. So how it works is the yellow bar is around, so the one you clicked on originally is the one on the left, alright? And the one that you are hovering over is on the right. So as you can see, now it becomes a lot more clear what is what. Like I said, the infantry of Ying has got higher morale, pretty good. Like the charge bonus is a bit higher in the spear guard, the heavy spear guards. You've got a bit more melee evasion, both on the shield and on the base value on the infantry of Ying. You do like 15% armor. Yeah, you do like 15% armor from the front. And 5% missile block chance, and you do gain 4 speed out of it. You do gain 4 speed out of that. We're not gonna move further because we don't need to. We can recruit some G militia. These are just cost-effective units against cavalry, and in general they're quite effective. They can actually beat a saber militia, which is weird. You wouldn't expect your halberd infantry to beat your sword infantry 1-to-1. Of course, this just depends on the terrain you're on. At least that's not what I would expect. Okay. After that, we can alliance from a coalition. 1.800. Can't I give him a silly ancillary? Can't I give you my broom handle? Can't I give you a clay axe? I guess. I want that back. I want my broom handle back. What a coalition does, it makes people a lot less likely to declare war on you, which is nice. Gonna go into quick deal. We're also gonna go to Shimashi. Once a non-aggression pact. Again, you don't sign deals with that. You just, unless you're the yellow turbans. Oh no, not food. Just request some payments up front. No. Oh, he's willing to give me 12 per turn. That's 120. Let's see. Request payments. Let's just go with this. It only matters 17 points, I cannot reach there yet, so what we'll do is we'll use some of our movement speeds. We're gonna go to right here, and we will just set up an ambush just in case he moves out because he saw us. One other downside of Sima AI, he does not have great ways to increase his noble support. He has land development, which costs reformation again. The only one that doesn't cost reformation are schools and inns. And the school increases by 5. The inn increases by 12. So I would always recommend just build an inn everywhere, because it's the most free option you have to increase your noble support. And yes, you do have military infrastructure for another 12, but Sima AI really has a lot of negative public order noble support, I should say. This is minus 10. This minus 10. It can be minus 16, as you can see in the description. Then when you go to this, it's minus 5. And then minus 20 as well. You really just kind of difficult managing your noble support if you don't have those inns. As you can see, our mind alignment is going pretty well. We should receive another message pretty soon from the Empress. So, request to join the militia. Well, of course you can join. Oh. Too bad. I thought you could join. You would just want as much people in your coalition as possible, essentially. Unless you want to take them over, just add them to your coalition. As you can see, we're gonna get a message from the Empress. We don't get, so we want the mind alignment, of course. We go out of stance normal, and we're gonna go for this guy, for the faction capital. And we can fight it's a night battle. Our advisors predict a Pyrrhic victory. I'm not the best at fighting sieges, but I'm relatively sure that I can make a close victory at least. Hopefully. Because we're gonna cheese them a tiny bit. We are gonna cheese him a tiny bit. It does take a really long time to do, but if you get the time, I would say it's worth it. Because we don't get many replenishment turns after this, because we are gonna just keep on going. Li Shang, no dude, what are you saying? What are you saying, dude? I'm not gonna die yet. Let me just adjust the chair. There we go. 40 minutes. I will end the video after we capture the rice farm, and hopefully, if we are lucky enough, we are prince at that point. But usually, you're not. Because yeah, it happens. Because if you get the Emperor's favorites trait, you gain 15 prestige every turn. Which, if you get that from like another result, you can really rack up your prestige quite fast. Like, I saw one video where I had the same amount of prestige as someone where he was on turn like 40 or something, and I was on like turn 15, and I had the same amount of prestige, and we did do some other things differently, but still, So what we're gonna do, as you see, I've got 2 very beat up G militia. Well, what do? We just place them here, and we just place all. You might say, well, isn't the other side of the town much better to attack? And you'll be right. So we will. We just place all of our units We just place all of our units here. The G militia can do absolutely nothing, and therefore they will do their job. Axis can go now to here, in here as well. And as I say, these guys have fireouts, which lower the morale by 4, and also has higher base damage, but lower firing rate, which is quite good. So yeah, Hong Fung Son. There we go. As you can see, they're gonna deploy all of their units here, and what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this group of these guys in just one group for now. We'll take that group, and we're just gonna march all around the town on triple speed, because you don't want to do this on normal speed. And we will walk just around the town, and as you can see, he stays here just because I've got these two guys standing. I can even leave one. You know, just because I've got these two guys standing here, he leaves his entire force here. You see what I mean? Yeah, it does take some time. You can see we've got settlement destruction. As you can see, there's a bunch of shit in the settlement, and you can all destroy it. And if you do that, the enemy lowers the enemy morale and stuff like that. It's not really worth it, in generally speaking, at least. So you know, we can just draw a line. No, it wasn't. Are we gonna get in range of those towers? We are. Alright, not a good line then. Take it even wide. Oh god, that's really darn wide, isn't it? You should stay out of range of all of the towers. You kind of have to hover over them. You cannot look at that. So yeah, you can see already, like, it does take quite some time, especially with these heavy spearmen, these infantry of Ying. It does take some time to do. It is completely worth it, in my opinion, because as you can see, his force is just standing here, just doing nothing. Well, I get to walk around. He only is moving this G militia, only that one. That can easily be wiped off the field with like archers and stuff like that. Right now, he is moving one more sword infantry, but still, he's keeping a lot of forces just here, just doing nothing. And he's moving some units, as you can see. Yet, you know, he's got like 1, 2. Where's his cavalry? He's got just a couple of units. He is detaching more, but as you can see, he's still defending this with just a couple of units. We're gonna break in here because it's probably the most effective thing to do, but might seem weird right now, but we will just send our generals in right now, because what you see, they've got a barricade here, and right now we can just easily just rush our generals if we just like draw a bit of a shape. They probably won't get attacked. As you can see, they almost completely shut themselves out of barricades. They probably won't get attacked. We can also just rush through here. Usually also works. I don't know if missile blockchains count for towers. I'm not sure. We don't have much missile blockchains anyways, but still, I don't know if it counts. As you can see, he completely locked himself out because of those barricades. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we can take the town center, and then we can wait 300 seconds if we hold it. He is sending over his general and all of his other forces right now, which I did not expect. Usually he just kind of stays lame. He's still staying lame, but don't get me wrong. But because generals have got really high capture power, we can capture this even while a lot of other units are on it, and we can just kind of cycle charge them and still win. We are gonna have to kill his general, which is not too difficult, as you will soon see. We just capture this and we hold this for a very long time. You can see his general is kind of like sitting there, just doing nothing. Well, the timer is ticking down. Where's the timer? Oh, wait. There's no timer. What? Why there's no time? Why is there no timer? There should be. Fuck. I forgot that these cities don't have timers. Only cities with walls have timers. I completely forgot about that. I'm stupid. Yeah, that still lowers the morale. So what we can also do is really funny, you just gotta keep on spam clicking so your generals can move through. You can also just lure them out here. I did not expect this. Usually the AI is not that smart. But as you can see, we are right now, we are gonna capture these towers, which will be nice. And the general is chasing us, which is also nice. He's still getting some guys back there because of the threat. I just want to get this tower because that will reduce our incoming casualties by an awful lot. As you might know, towers are quite powerful in this. Right now, it's a 2v1 right now, and these generals don't have the best defensive stats. It's a commander, it's not like a veteran. And right now we're gonna set it to real time, and as you can see, he's taking a lot of damage. But his G militia are kind of annoying me. As you can see, he's kind of like in there doing damage, blocking my attacks, but he easily wants to come out of range of my towers. That's just what he like. You cannot take my towers. Because my generals have got way more capture power than all of his infantry. What? Okay, the archers are super close range. Oh, stop all those archers. As you can see, he is capturing this slow. He has captured it, but we can capture it back, luckily. As long as the general's not on there. It's not the best show off. They patched that shit out, dude. Where's my... Oh, okay, my other spear god is at least a lot closer, which is nice. As you can see, this is why I don't like sentinels. They can take a lot of damage very quickly. Yet, it's still pretty darn... They're still good. Cannot say they're bad. Yeah, it doesn't suit my playstyle. I often critique these guys. It just doesn't suit my playstyle. That's just the answer I can give them. It just doesn't suit my playstyle. Right now, we are just really wrecking his army. Did we take extra casualties than we need to? Yes. But yet... we didn't take that many casualties, did we? Right now, we are capturing these towers. As the generals get in here, these towers should be ours right now. And you definitely want to chase these guys with some axe bands, because the axe bands are actually quite quick. And we're going to order our towers, because they're right now mine. Should be able to order my towers. I can't order my towers. No, access. What are you doing? As you can see, we took a reasonable amount of casualties. Many, I would not that many. We still have to clear out that contingent, but it's just all all of us archers were just there, protecting those two G militia, barely form one. I barely formed like 1G militia. We still hold the town square, which is good because it it provides a morale boost to the defender when held. So yeah, it lowers the enemy morale. Hamstring them. As you can see, his unit was on there, but he couldn't capture it just because as you can see, his archers are still not firing. Those archers are gonna be absolutely useless because I can just send one general in of 2. And we were already in the city. We're not taking, as you can see, he's not holding us up anymore. Oh, apparently he really wants to just charge in all his archers into my X-Bands. The cavalry is gonna come, but that's not that big of a worry. I can just send all of these guys in there. Not the best siege I've ever done, but when you do this with a city, if you control a town square for 300 seconds, I was confused by that, because if you control a walled settlement, you control a town square, you just have to hold it for 300 seconds, in-game seconds, and you will gain the town. But that doesn't work for this. It just provides them with a simple morale boost. And these G militia did absolutely nothing, yet they still provided us with an awful lot of benefits. These axes can finish off these guys, and I've got some spear guard here. Right now we can, and then I'm pretty sure we can win that with our spear guard and our axe bands against some standing still cavalry. He's charging us, but oh, he's not charging us. Apparently he's not. Sentinel, activate that. He's almost routing already, and there we go. Not the best siege, like I said. Reasonable siege. Let's call it a reasonable siege. Now, we would want to split up our generals right now, because, yeah, you just kill things faster. And did I take many casualties? I took a reasonable amount of damage on my generals. For the rest, almost no. Like for let's see soon. We'll soon see what the victory screen says. The advisor predicted a Pyrrhic victory. All right. That's what you got to hold yourself to. The advisor predicted a Pyrrhic victory. What did we get? That's kind of like something to check how well you did. The advisor, generally speaking, is quite good. Go on, Sima AI, cut one of their hamstrings off. Our sentinel did take an awful lot of damage. I'm going to turn off. He still has 5,000 HP remaining. And if you hear that, that means you did well, essentially. Essentially, gives you a pat on the back. He essentially just gives you a pat on the back. You did well. Essentially just saying that. Close victory, and not a Pyrrhic victory. So, you know. If we just all blobbed up, would we have taken more casualties? Probably. Probably yes. But this style of play works better when assaulting cities with walls. Because if you walk around a walled city, you will leave like trebuchets and stuff like that there, and just if you can deploy your trebuchets on the other side, you can do that. It was quite not the best show of not the best show of sieging skills for me, but definitely not the worst as well. I've definitely had way worse sieges where my generals just die of tower fire. All my generals just die of tower fire. Seriously, 200, like 300 loss is not bad for a siege. Like they lost like almost 3 times as much, like 3 times as much as us. Of course, it's a close victory, so that's always a good thing. So right now you might think, like I said, the inn, the inn is quite a good way to uphold your public order. It does generate some income as well. You know? Nothing too great. Well, I'm getting... of course, the commerce is getting minus... Of course. We don't have any corruption yet. You might think, well, I'm getting 85 income. Well, it's supposed to be 100. Well, as you can see, it's 100 plus nothing. Minus 16%. Minus 15%. And the peasantry is 25 minus 16%. Plus minus 16%. Plus minus makes minus. You can see one character is dissatisfied. You already want a higher court position. I cannot help you with that. Like, yeah, at least I'm not a prince yet. Far from a prince, dude. You just gotta wait, dude. Gotta shut up and wait. Invite the coalitions. Chow Han, yep. I don't know him, but, you know, he can be our friend. Like I said, you want your coalition to be as big as possible. Jin Empire, no, I'm not gonna pay you a shit ton. No way you're getting my nobles letter. That's just a joke. I don't want an aggression pact with the Jin Empire because I want to destroy them. I want to become emperor. You can't have an aggression pact with the emperor if you want to become emperor. Probably. Genshin mission success. Sima AI pursues a reform. Gives 50 reforms. 10 reforms every turn, which equals to 50. 500 treasury, 5 mind alignment, and 5 spirit alignment. And as you can see, it's not that much. Like 50 is not that much because right now we're on 450 and we're just on the beginning. So yeah, it's not much, but every positive helps because as you can see right now, we're getting 0. It's because we're not producing any. You're not having any assignments because this does give a raw 2 reformation. Right now we're gonna take the rice paddy. You didn't. We can delegate it. It's not that great though. It's not that much in our favor. I can do better than that. I can do way better than that. I can do. I'm just gonna delegate it. That's not that bad. You can occupy. You can become prince at this point. It's pretty difficult to do. You gotta get the right events. At this point, I already got some pretty good events with this playstyle. As you can see, we have made a reasonable amount of money. You might think, why are you not getting those things for this province yet? Yeah, we're gonna be spending quite a bit of money as well, essentially. We can upgrade this, and we're gonna move our capital. No, of course not. We're not gonna move our capital. This can be a strategic move to make once you control the emperor. This guy is willing to spy for me. I can't spy yet. Well, I'm gonna, if I end the video, I'm gonna save. See you guys later. Stop recording.